Did you know Mark Zuckerberg once pulled off a move that left Wall Street veterans shaking their heads in disbelief? It wasn't just a clever business decision, it was a masterclass in outsmarting the very people who thought they'd seen it all. That's right. The guy who started Facebook in his cramped Harvard dorm room didn't just revolutionize social media. He also managed to outmaneuver some of the savviest, most experienced minds in global finance. While most college students were worried about exams, Mark was busy building a company that would change the world and rewriting the rules of business along the way. So, let's rewind to 2012. Facebook's IPO was the most anticipated tech debut since Google, and everyone on Wall Street wanted a piece of the action. The buzz was electric. Investors, analysts, and journalists all speculated about how much Facebook would be worth and what it would mean for the future of tech. But here's the twist. Instead of letting the big investment banks call the shots, Mark turned the system on its head. He didn't just want to be another founder who faded into the background after going public. He wanted to keep steering the ship, no matter how big the waves got. He insisted on keeping control. For Mark, it wasn't just about money or fame. It was about protecting his vision for Facebook's future, even if it meant ruffling a few feathers among the financial elite. While most founders lose decision-making power when they go public, Zuckerberg introduced a dual-class share structure. This was a bold and controversial move, one that would change the way Silicon Valley thought about IPOs. In plain English, that meant he held almost all the voting power, even if he owned a minority of the total shares. Investors could buy into Facebook, but they'd have little say in how it was run. Wall Street didn't love it, but they couldn't resist the Facebook hype. Zuckerberg's move was bold, almost unheard of for a company of this size. Some called it arrogant, others called it genius. He was just 28, facing a room full of billionaire investors and seasoned executives, and he basically told them, "I'm not handing over the keys to my company." It was a gutsy stance, especially for someone so young. If you want in, you play by my rules. Mark made it clear. Facebook would not be run by committee or by short-term market pressures. And guess what? They agreed. Why did it matter? Because it set a new precedent for founder-led companies, showing that you could go public and still keep your vision intact. Well, this setup allowed Mark to focus on long-term vision instead of quarterly profits. He could make bold bets, invest in innovation, and ignore the noise from Wall Street analysts demanding instant results. He could acquire companies like Instagram and WhatsApp without the usual shareholder drama. These moves would shape the future of social media and cement Facebook's dominance for years to come. Wall Street wanted quick returns, but Zuckerberg was playing the long game. He was thinking about the next decade, not just the next quarter. Of course, there were risks. Concentrating so much power in one person's hands can backfire if things go wrong, and not everyone was convinced it was the right move. If the company struggled, he'd be the one taking the heat. Every decision, every controversy, every misstep would land squarely on his shoulders. But with that power, he could shape Facebook, and later Meta, into exactly what he wanted. He could pivot, innovate, and take risks that others might shy away from. It's a strategy that's inspired a whole generation of tech founders to protect their vision, even when the stakes are sky high. Today, many startups look to Zuckerberg's playbook when they dream of going public. So, next time you scroll through your feed, remember, the reason Facebook looks the way it does is because one student outsmarted Wall Street right from the start. It's a reminder that sometimes the boldest moves come from the most unexpected places. If you want more stories about finance legends and game changers, don't forget to hit subscribe. There's a lot more to learn from the risk takers who change the world.